And we're recording. Okay, so hello everybody and welcome to a new community meeting for our amazing SUMO team. Today is Sunday, the 1st of February. We're already in February. Exciting times. We will have probably a very quick meeting today as a couple of people are offline. That includes our amazing Vesper. So we won't be hearing his radio voice today. Hi, Centurion. So again, hello everybody who's joining and also watching, streaming. Apparently next week we'll also be live on Air Mozilla, but we'll talk about it a bit later. So let's get started. I see no action items from last week. Contributors of the week. Somebody has nominated Philip, so who wants to talk about that?
Oh, that's me, because Philip helps keep the lights on, and he does it in a great fashion, and we need to acknowledge that, especially in light of 44's usual issues. Philip has been right on top of it. And now that Mark is off working on retention with some other folks, it's even more awesome that Philip's helping out. Thank you, Philip. Vielen Dank. Servus. Wollen du bist.
All right. Congrats, Philip. You're a contributor of the week. Well done, and thank you so much for all your help. In SUMO, we couldn't do it without people like you, so sorry you're not here today.
True.
To see us, but I'm sure you will be watching this later. Cool. Okay, let's move on then. SUMO dev update. Kadir unfortunately cannot join because he has some issues with video. So he just wrote a few updates in the Etherpad that I'll read quickly. So the new Ask a Question flow has been deployed last week, and we are currently monitoring the new AQ, which is gaining 10% of all users. Also, there are a few roadmap items that we're working on, the contributor retention chart and the CSAT for contributors that will be included in the new KPI dashboard that I hope will be live soon.
Yay.
So that's great news. We have some progress there. If you see if you're using the new AQ flow and if you see any problems and issues, do let us know. And yes, please mute if you're not speaking, everybody, because we're getting a bit of noise. So yeah, if there are any questions or concerns about what's now being developed, the KPI dashboard or the AQ, do let Kadir know, or you can also just join our platform meeting, which is happening on Thursday, same time, same place. So don't forget to do that. Okay, moving on then to Firefox Desktop, Android, iOS. I guess, Roland, you'll be doing all the talking here.
It's Philip, bist du da? Nein. Okay, you never know, you could be lurking. Firefox 44 for Mac, Windows, and Linux, affectionately known as Desktop, has been released. We had an awesome 44 thread started by Philip. There is a password data loss fix that will be released as a hotfix because it's just preps. And Philip reported a connectivity bug. If we see anything else, please put it in the thread that Philip started. Again, thank you, Philip. 45, I haven't had a chance to look at 45 beta for desktop. Questions? Mark, as I said, is working on retention team, some other folks. So he's not coming to these meetings for this quarter. So you can still ping Mark, you can ping me, you can ping Philip, who I know very well, whatever. Whoever will help you. But yes, if you're in doubt, you can ping me for this quarter anyways. So I move on to Android. Android has been released. We have a higher crash rate than we would like, but we've had a higher crash rate than we would like for many releases. if you are Bugzilla savvy and you notice a crash, please look for a bug with that crash on Firefox for Android. If you're not Bugzilla savvy, just file a bug or let me know. We would like to get to the bottom of these crashes. And I'm going to start the Firefox for Android 45 thread as I did last release in Beta 1 and Beta 2 because it seemed to be very useful. Yeah, and any help, it was awesome Barrage to help last release. If any help with Firefox for Android articles, that would be great. I don't think we have anything big in this release either. So maybe we'll have signing. I don't know. The soap opera. Actually, no. The trials and tribulations of releasing complicated software. Any questions on Firefox for Android?
Okay, guys, don't be shy. Any questions? All right, no questions. Okay, you can
I will now move on to Firefox iOS and Focus, our content blocker. That works only in Safari. Except for one article, which I believe is Joni is the article that we're going to display on Startup.
Yeah, the meta article. It still needs some. Well, I haven't heard back from the team yet.
Yeah, so the iOS team wanted to display a summary of the cool new features for every release, but they didn't want the overly technical release notes. So Joni is writing up something that is less technical in the SUMO article that will be displayed on Startup for Firefox iOS 2.0. So yes, most of the articles are finished. Please localize. We need them in a couple weeks or so, and of course I never know the deadlines because it depends on Apple and things that I unfortunately cannot talk about. There have been a number of requests for community hardware programming. I'm looking into it.
We have a community hardware program.
Pardon?
We do have a community hardware program that's run by...
Yep. Does it work for iOS, Cosmos there?
No idea.
Yeah. As you said, see our previous conversation about loving and hating Apple simultaneously.
Simultaneously?
I'm Canadian, so I have to see both sides. I just want to say a thing. The only thing I can say, and I don't think I'm going to make an official written statement, is that for reasons, Firefox, Focus by Firefox has been renamed to Clar by Firefox in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. If you're an NDA Mozillian, I can give you more information. If you're not, I'm sorry, that's all I can say. Yes, and once again, I'd like to state that I hate secrecy. All right.
After the meeting.
Any other questions about iOS, Android, or desktop? I'm just going to take over everything. I'm coming after you, Lauren. No, just kidding. I'm a lousy writer compared to you and Joni, so it's not going to happen.
All right. Thank you, Roland, for all the updates for everything. You are a new know-it-all person, go-to person for everything. Cool.
I have a question about the hardware thing. Roland, can you tell us in details what is about the community hardware for the iOS?
Okay, so all I can tell you about community hardware is that a bunch of us from community operations have put together some hardware that we've got together. So from either Mozilla equipment or newly coming out of Mozilla equipment, and that community members could request devices. Let me find a link and I'll put it in the pad if Roland doesn't get there first.
Cosmos there is 100% right. And I'd only add a nuance, a very small nuance, which is that traditionally this program isn't oriented towards desktop because we have a lot of surplus desktop. I know Mozilla offices do have a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, Centurion, we don't have a lot of Android, and we have 0 iOS devices. So I'm trying to help kickstart that. I don't even know if there's a budget or someone who's willing to gather devices and ship them out. So for iOS and Android. So in theory, we have an Android community hardware program. I don't know how well that works, but I know it seems to work okay in desktop. And we have 0 iOS at the moment.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for all the updates. Roland, let's move on to community. So apparently we're going to be live on Ermo starting next week. Kostensler, do you want to talk about it? Is there anything that we need to do, or are you going to take care of everything?
I'm taking care of everything. So as of next week, I put the request into the MO team, and we should be live streaming this time next week for about 30 minutes or so, and that will continue to go so that we don't have to manually record. For the first couple of times, I would suggest that you manually record just in case we've got a backup, but everything will be pretty awesome, and we'll be live on Mozilla.
Okay, and that means that those meetings will also be recorded automatically? Like on their
Yes.
Mozilla, will they stay there? Yeah. Awesome.
They will, yeah. They will be encoded and resynced, and it will take about an hour after the meeting itself, but they will be live on Mozilla and stored there.
Awesome. Thank you. So everybody, for any questions regarding this, or if you need anything, you can ask Kostensler directly, and he's our go-to person if anything is breaking as well, so feel free to ping him and nag him because things are not happening. So thank you so much for dealing with this, Stefan. That's great. Awesome. Then let's move on to knowledge base, Joni.
Yeah, well, Lauren, you want to?
Sure.
Your
Yeah, so as I've been sort of telling you, I guess, throughout the last couple of weeks, I've just been working on articles for the new training guide to train new technical writers, but also I've sort of had, I guess, I'm not going to call it a breakthrough, but I've actually been adding little bits of code to the create new article page so that, like, when people look at it, they can understand it a little bit more clearly. So, yeah.
I just wanted to add to that as well. So Lauren is working on at least 3 different versions of, we're trying to, well, not rework, we're trying to add like tooltips or hints to the create an article page so that contributors wouldn't have to refer back to the training documents every time they want to write an article or edit an article. So once Lauren has the prototypes ready, we do want to show it to all of you and get your feedback on which version would be the best. So yeah, thanks Lauren for giving that update and for working on this.
Absolutely.
Now for my update, so we are starting the version 45 updates this week. It looks like I was able to get a desktop on beta for desktop, but I haven't tried updating Android yet. But yeah, we'll get that spreadsheet updated, and you'll see what kind of features are going to be documented. And that's it for me.
I was muted. All right, thank you, Joni. That's great. Any questions for Joni or Lauren related to the KV or anything else for that matter? Okay, let me quickly check. IRC, okay, I don't see any questions here. Okay, so we don't have any big updates for the Altenor forum. Michal is also out today, so we are going to just close this meeting. Don't forget to share our blog and Twitter with fellow Mozillians, or if you want to see anything written on the respective blog or on our Twitter channel, do let us know. We can easily publish anything that you like. That's absolutely no problem. And we would be more than happy to do that. Also, there'll be a few people away this week. Roland is away, when? Next week.
Next Monday is a
Next
Vancouver
Monday.
holiday, not a Toronto holiday, which is very confusing. But basically, the 10 provinces and territories of Canada are like separate little countries sometimes, and this is one of those times.
Right, okay. So then we won't see you next week.
Next Monday.
Enjoy your holiday. Okay, so Vesper is away today because he has been participating in FOSDEM. So we're looking forward to see what he has, what he has done, and all the updates from there. I think it'll be very interesting. Then Patrick, our boss, is away all week, and I shall not be here on Thursday because it's my birthday. So I'm gonna be
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday
One
for Thursday.
question.
Yeah,
What
happy
time is
birthday.
the platform meeting on Thursday?
It's the same time as this one.
Oh, okay,
Same place,
perfect.
same
Thank you.
time. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it, I guess, for today. Thank you
I have
so
a
much.
question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Some of our contributors got a message in the SUMO site that for the SUMO summit in June. So I want to know how you have sent those invitation or the survey. Is it for
Okay.
the top contributor or you have discussed with other people to
So-
send an?
Okay, so just to clarify, so some of you might have received a link to a survey related to a SUMO summit for June. First of all, this is just a survey, so it's not an actual invitation. We're just kind of trying to figure out whether this is something that can be done or not. Like trying to estimate the amount of people that we need and all that stuff. Second, this is basically for top contributors, so very active people. So if you have contributors in your community who haven't been active in a while, then they probably did not receive any kind of survey. But again, this is just a survey, so don't worry about it yet. And also, we don't know exactly how this will look like, if it's doable or not. So we're just like thinking about a few things that we can do and looking at the budget and etc. And also what might happen is that this will be pretty Eurocentric. So we might have like, if in the end we can do it, we might have like one event in Europe for people around here, and then we can do one in one for Asia, one for the US. But again, this is just like, we're just trying to figure out the numbers, because right now we don't really know how many people are there in like super active SUMO contributors across the globe. We need to kind of see how many are in each region in order to see how we can do that. So if anybody asks, yeah, this is a survey. This is for active SUMO contributors, and this is still just a plan. So nothing concrete yet. But yeah, we would really, really like to have some kind of event only for support for people who are participating in SUMO, because I mean, we have like all the other events, but it's hard to get like only people who are interested in SUMO together. So hopefully we can do something.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Huge.
All right. I hope that answered your question, Centurion.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, sure. All right, so if you have any other questions about this, let me know. Otherwise, I wish you a great week, a great rest of the day, and see you online.
All right. Ciao, choose.
Bye.
Bye.